Hello, good morning to everybody. Today topic is very important. You see, in the universe, each and every object is moving and seems to be at rest. So every body possesses some energy. It may be at the rest or it may be in motion. So this energy possessed by the body due to state of rest or motion, it is known as the mechanical energy. Now two things are there. If object is at rest or it is in motion or it is in motion. Then at rest energy and at the motion energy. So two type of the energies are there. One when the object is at rest and other is when the object is in motion. So we say mechanical energy is of two types, potential energy and the kinetic energy. This potential energy is represented by like U and the kinetic energy is represented by K. But the sum of the total energy, that is potential energy and the kinetic energy, sum of the two is known as the mechanical energy. So the point is that each and every object possesses some energy. This energy may be due to the rest, or I say that something is lying on the table, or we say that something is lying on the earth. It is at rest position, and other is motion. It is in motion. A body is running, or cycle is running, car is running. So it is in motion. So energy possessed by the object in the motion, that is known as the kinetic energy, and the energy which is at the rest, it depends upon the shape and size also, that is known as the potential energy, and the total sum of energy, that is potential energy and the kinetic energy, is equal to the mechanical energy. Now today I will explain you potential energy. As I said that energy possessed by a body at rest or position or size and shape, that is known as the potential energy. Suppose I said that something is lying on the ground or something is lying on the table, and both of the objects they are ideal in state, it doesn't mean that they have no energy. There is a hidden energy inside the object, hidden energy that is not visible. So that hidden energy is known as the potential energy. Now suppose we know that the gravitational force of the earth is very important for the gravitational potential energy. You see, earth is always attracting all the objects towards its center, and we know that the force of gravity on the earth is almost zero. Now when you throw something in our direction, what will happen? Suppose here is the ground earth and it is thrown in our direction up to the B, and it covers a height of the h. Now what will happen? Force of gravity will attract the B object downwards. Now we throw it in our direction. It means B will do some work against the force of gravity to reach a certain height. So the gravitational energy is the measured as the amount of work done in lifting it up against the force of gravity. Again listen. A is on the ground and we throw a object in our direction. And we know force of gravity, that the gravity always attract the objects in downward direction. But when we throw A to a certain height, this A will do some work against the force of gravity till it reaches to a certain height. Now, very important thing, when it reaches to the certain height and lies there as such. Now, the work done in lifting against the force of gravity is stored when it becomes at rest. That work done is stored as energy when it comes to rest. It means the work done against the force of gravity in lifting to a certain height. This work done in the form of energy is stored when B reaches to rest at a certain height. Now, from A to B in upward direction, we know work done is equal to force into the distance. Here force is the gravitation force, that is L into G, and the distance is height h. So work done in upward direction, that is equal to mgh, and this is energy stored when it comes to the rest. This is the potential energy. So we say that the potential energy is the hidden energy which is inside the object. Now what will happen if something falls from certain height to the ground? Now here the gravitational force is attracting the object in downward direction. So when it reaches on the ground where height becomes 0, then we will say that work done is 0. So in upward direction, work done is mgh, and when it reaches to a certain height where that energy is stored when it comes in rest, that is known as the potential energy. And when it falls down on the ground due to the force of gravity, it reaches on the ground where height becomes 0. So we will say that the work done or the potential energy is 0. So when body is released downward, height decreases, so potential energy also decreases. Now here, suppose a object is at a certain height h1 and it is thrown upward to height h2. Then the potential difference at h2 and the h1, that means the difference of the height. So here potential energy, that is mgh2 at the height h2 minus mgh1 height h1, if we take common mg, is equal to h2 minus h1, that is the potential energy. So this indicates that the potential energy depends upon the height from the ground. So today I explain you potential energy due to change in the state as a gravitational potential energy. In my next video I will explain the different type of the potential energy and the kinetic energy. If you like my videos, please share and subscribe. Thanks very much.